So let me just start by saying I have never seen the phone banks this busy. Every single Dormez-vous phone bank operator was on the phone about 2 minutes ago, answering a call, taking a pledge. So first of all, those of you calling, thank you for that. We have about 6 minutes left to go right now, up until 5:45, where every donation, every pledge, the amount will be tripled by the folks over at the Tenequip Foundation. So if you haven't made that pledge yet and you want to have it go as far as you possibly can, now is a good time to do it. Every pledge, every donation will be tripled for the next 5 minutes. That's what we're down to, about 5:45 this afternoon. 514-939-5437 or 939-KIDS is the number to call to make that pledge now. So please, if you can, a great time to do it. 514-939-KIDS. And if you're going to make a pledge, remember, for $18 a month, that is only 60 cents a day. I joked earlier saying we used to say years ago, less than the price of a cup of coffee is what you're basically pledging here. It's 60 cents. You're not buying any coffee for 60 cents anywhere. So make that call, 514-939-5437. Speaking here right now with Dad, Adolfo, who is here in front of us. I know you're here with your 3-year-old daughter, Valentina.
Yep.
And your wife as well, but they're kind of off to a side. She is still actually receiving treatment now.
Yes, correct. Yeah, exactly.
Right? So explain your situation. So from what I understand, 18 months old, your little girl, everything seems to be okay, and then all of a sudden she's diagnosed with kidney cancer. What happened?
Yeah, exactly. It's very rushy. She was just presenting fatigue, very weird for an 18-month-old. And we came to the symptoms of a cold or of the flu. We get to the ER, and they tell us after some echography that she has a tumor. At this time, it was inoperable, so we went to chemotherapy for 2 or 3 months and did some rounds of that, and then we took a big risk to operate and remove a tumor that was 10% of her body mass at that time.
Wow.
Very, very big and very, very risky operation. Technology is so impressive, and this hospital here has, amazing people, amazing doctors, and amazing personnel. So they were able to remove it, and then we continue on chemotherapy. But unfortunately, then we knew that her condition the cause was genetic. So she would eventually lose the other kidney, and eventually would require dialysis, and eventually a transplant. But all of those steps came rushing in on us, unfortunately.
Yeah, all this for over a 3-year-old, right?
Over 2 years.
Yeah.
So. It was hard, and then adapting from one thing to another, all through that those requirements to adapt, all of the services that are mostly supported by the Children's Foundation, like a spiritual care team, the Child Life department here helps us, with our Valentina's brother too. As a family, go through all of those changes.
There's something that perhaps most people don't understand. It's not about the surgery or the great medical treatment. I mean, yes, that's something you'd expect, but it's all those support services, the way you're outlining, that you probably could never expected that you ended up getting.
Never. And actually, all of that helps us to keep our mind as parents focused on the treatment that we need to give Valentina. We ended up being like little nurses ourselves and getting, educated in a lot of things. Without that, we would have done. It would have been really hard.
To the point where you yourself, because you just mentioned she would have had, finding out it's genetic and this would not have been good, and no one wants to be on dialysis for the rest of their lives at the age of 3.
Yeah.
So you've actually donated a kidney for your daughter.
Yeah, I was very fortunate to be studied. Me and another altruistic donor were both studied at the same time. And it's a long process. After 6 months, they confirmed that, yes, I was able to give her my kidney was the best option. And we had the surgery a month ago. Actually, almost to the day, and everything's going great for both of us.
So I'm trying to understand, when you decided you wanted to go ahead and do this for your daughter, you still had to, it took months before you were able to be cleared to say, yes, that's good.
Correct, yeah. There's a compatibility tests that they run, but also a lot of studies on the person, because as a donor, they don't want to give you any problems for life, right? So they want you to be healthy, and the doctors only remove the kidney, or it's the same for any other transplant, bone marrow transplant, liver transplant.
Right.
They make sure that the person, the donor, will be good for the rest of their life.
And so now that this is over, you said only about a month ago, how's she doing?
Great, like nothing ever happened. It's actually us stressing and seeing her, jumping up and down and going up and down the stairs, and we're just thinking that the new kidney, please take care of it.
It's amazing how resilient little kids are.
Amazing. And they're more resilient they are because, again, as I'm saying, all of the support, pet therapy, music therapy, all of that is available to us.
Yeah.
Because in big part because of all of the donations that the foundation receives.
Which also, of course, someone else mentioned this as well. You brought up pet therapy, music therapy, which at the end of the day for a child as well takes their mind off what they have been through here.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. And there's
something else to focus on.
Yeah. And our daughter condition didn't give her like a lot of pain, but a lot of other children do experience a lot of physical trauma and pain. And without that, it's really, really hard.
I'm glad to hear that it turned out as well as it did. I would just ask, down the road, what does she have to sort of go through, like on a regular basis?
Her life is supposed to be very, very normal. We'll be able to go to school, and will require tests every month for the rest of her life, and eventually new kidney, because the organs have a lifespan.
Right.
And hopefully
that will come down the road.
And hopefully that will come when she will be an adult.
Okay. Listen, I want to thank you for coming by. It's a great story. You got great care here at the Children's. What's your message to people today who are asking to call and support the cause?
Actually, those services, again, that I'm talking about really helps us families go through all of this. It's not only the child receiving the medical, which already is outstandingly good. It's all of the rest that has helped us. And it's impactful. It's very
That's
impactful.
what we're doing. It is impactful. That's a great way to put it, right? Everything we get today in terms of donations impacts something positive here at the Children's. So, Adolfo, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Hello, Canada.
This is Bryan Adams Radio. Hosted by Bryan Adams himself.
We'll play a few of mine, a ton of my favorites, and some must-hear behind-the-scenes stories from the world of rock and roll. I'm coming to get you! One thing about doing rock and roll so long is you end up meeting a lot of the people that you admire. Sometimes you even get to work with them. It's only love, and that's all.
Bryan Adams Radio.
I'm coming back to you.
Now available on the free iHeartRadio app.
Everybody, how are you tonight?